I always talk about workflows, but like Rocket League is like a sequential game. Do this, do this, do this. That's how like mechanics are linked together. You know, people fake challenge into shadow defense, into goal line defense. Like there's popular sequences, and I always call them workflows, like decision-making trees, workflows. It's easy to train and build up habits that way. What I want to do is kind of just describe a full field workflow, and it's almost like a rotation, but you trust it like you would a rotation. And and I'll try to like talk through it for the rest of this replay, but what this workflow will promote is cleanliness. It promotes speed, it reduces hesitation, and I think those are the major problems with the review, and at least we'll establish a base to build. We have a new submission. My rank normally ranges from high C3 to high GC1, mostly solo queue, peaked at GC2. We're going to look at champ 3 on an alt. So like champ 3, grand champ 1. I don't really hyper focus on kickoff unless it's like unless like this review is going to be absolutely game changing. I mean, we'll see. You seem to be pretty self-aware. We'll see. You'll see. We'll see, and you'll see what I care about, what I don't care about. This will be the first review, so I don't know. I typically go in with an open mind, wanna have like a base, you know, figure out how you play. Sometimes like players like are hyper focusing on the wrong things. Like obviously, yeah, that was a mess up on kickoff, but I'm not too worried about it. Mechs look good already. We're a little hesitant, a little bit, to start. I mean, that was a good shot. Good. That was probably our first play on the ball. Good. So, observation, like, typically, and you might hate me, probably the first step to, like, fixing some of these problems is you just need to learn how to send it. We're very, very risk off, very indecisive, but for me, it looks like you're hyper focusing on one play. Like, okay, this is our play. We have to play this perfect. Like, we cannot make a mistake right here. So, like, you get, like, really sucked in on, this is our play. I got to fake. I have to go. I got to win my 50. I got to control it. I got to play perfect. And sometimes it works out. But other times it doesn't. Like right here, it's like, okay, we turn to go. You turn to go, double. You already made the decision to go, double with your teammate. And I know that's like, wow, such bad coaching advice. But this is like where we would start the progression. Like you just need to trust yourself. Because now you are getting punished for, it's like a self-induced mistake. The other common trend is momentum, where it's speed. And like what on a long term, maybe you'll get it from one review, but Rocket League works in two parts: on the ball, off the ball. It's what you do with the ball, and then what do you do off the ball. Also, Rocket League is not a perfection game. I would say like 99% of goals scored are like just goals off mistakes. It's not outplays. You will get outplays, but a lot of the goals are someone makes a mistake. So like Rocket League is imperfect as a game. So like game pacing, flow, speed of decision making, car speed. Like we just need to get into a flow. I know you mentioned like getting into the game. Like you are right. We're having a hard time getting into the game. But the way I like to teach game sense, and this is again just the first step in like progression. If we look at this play right here, let's say you never risk it for the biscuit and always respect a teammate, or you can never double commit, or you can never push up or play aggressive, etc. You're missing out on all the game sense over here, meaning let's say you doubled with a teammate. Can you turn it into ball control? Can you demo from behind to make up your mistake? For me, how I see Rocket League, it's make a decision, make it quick, do your best. And if you make a mistake, then learn how to make up for your mistake And then over time, you'll eventually stop making the initial mistake. But sometimes, like, let's say you double right here and you make a mistake, but then you get a demo and then that creates space and then your teammate scores. So, like, you could literally score off of making a mistake, but you have to like trust yourself. The only like problem, I would say, generally speaking, we're just hesitant. And you were here for the previous review where we looked at an SSL plus, like top 100, rank B plus, bubble player. And the players said they were hesitating. You're probably watching, or they were overthinking. And I said, they're not overthinking. They're not hesitating. Like, I didn't think they were. A little bit, but like not a little bit. And you were probably watching them and thinking they weren't. You are hesitating. This is hesitation. Right? Where when you turn on a ball, you're making a decision to play it, but then you hesitate on the decision. So I'm probably just going to like break you through a comfort zone and see what happens, but I'll let this replay play. Good. Look at that. Like, what a coincidence. We go for the ball, we score. As in, there was zero hesitation. You didn't hesitate, you went up, and then coincidentally it leads into a goal. In the beginning of this replay, there was a lot of hesitation. Right? And it leads into a goal scored on us. And I would much rather work through mistakes like this, where the fact that you went up for this is like so risky. As in, at a champ, this is champ 3, but like, you know, champ 3, grand champ 1, grand champ 2. This player 100% should have a touch on the ball. Yet you're already pre-jumping. That was like so risky. And the way I view the game, when I see you turn on the ball right here, and let's say you double with a teammate, I wouldn't say that's risky at all, because even if you double with a teammate, you have this player beat and you can recover and make up for your mistake. I just find it funny. Like, this isn't risky at all to like turn on this and double. It's not clean. It's not efficient gameplay. But like, this is super risky, like pre-jumping this ball so early. But I would much rather work through mistakes like this. So in lame terms, I would start this out and just start going for the ball, dude. And make a ton of mistakes so we could actually fix those mistakes. Because what's really hard to fix, and this is what I'm trying to fix, is this. It's like when you look at this, like, how do you fix this? You just go. Like, that's how you fix it. But these are like hidden problems where this is more in a player's head, it's a player's confidence levels, etc. I would much rather fix mistakes, and maybe I'm copping out as a coach, but it's so much easier to fix, like, okay, like, you need to respect the opponents, you need to fake more, you need to position more, etc. Like, these are easy problems to fix. So generally speaking, I would just go for the ball more and trust yourself. Whenever you're playing good in this replay, you're just going. You're just going for the ball, dude. It's good fake. That's fine. And you're 100% a thinker because you fake a lot. That means you're reading the play and you're smart and you're a thinker. So I'm completely ripping you out of your comfort zone to start this, just because like the negatives outweigh the positives with the thinking. There's benefits to thinking. Let me see if there's one more thing. I really just want to keep it simple, but there's like something going on with speed positioning that's linked with the hesitation. Very good. I mean, all the plays that are good, you're just going for the ball. It's that simple. We don't need to honestly, overcomplicating things, as fun as it is, will not be good. Good. All right, going for the ball. Good. Nice try. Good. We're looking for demos. A little bit of slow play. Yeah, man, like, bro, you have a flow, right? I want to keep it super broad. You just got to send it. Like, this is probably like a better reflection of you as a player, where you're faking and outplaying people, and not when you're like hesitating. And I mean, I like to simplify. A lot of it is speed. There's something going on with speed that I want to be able to communicate, but because like personally, I think we hesitate when we slow down. I think our fake challenges aren't as effective when we slow down. Whenever we play good, we're just playing fast, and it gives us the confidence to send it. And that's super, super simple, but that's crazy. I want to keep this very broad, and I hope you could trust me. Like, I talk about fancy stuff all the time, but this is first replay, man. First replay of many. Generally speaking, play fast, challenge the ball, boom the ball. Very general. Over time, we'll work in like mechanics, control. You're not going to lose your fakes, but I'm not throwing fakes in there. You'll still fake. I always talk about workflows, but like Rocket League is like a sequential game. Do this, do this, do this. That's how like mechanics are linked together. You know, people fake challenge into shadow defense, into goal line defense. Like, there's popular sequences, and I always call them workflows, like decision-making trees, workflows. It's easy to train and build up habits that way. What I want to do is kind of just describe a full field workflow, and it's almost like a rotation, but you trust it like you would a rotation. And and I'll try to like talk through it for the rest of this replay, but what this workflow will promote is cleanliness. It promotes speed, it reduces hesitation, and I think those are the major problems with the review, and at least we'll establish a base to build. And we're going to keep it simple. Like your Champ 3, like, you don't have to follow this to a T, but back post, challenge, save, etc. Boom the ball, control the ball, upside ball in the air, boom the ball, but like get it out. So it's like play defense, whatever that defense looks like to you. Get the ball out, whatever that looks like to you, whether it's like sideball air dribble, ground to air dribble, whether it's a booming touch, whatever like makes sense for you, right? Like maybe your best decision is a boom. Maybe it's a double touch or an air dribble. Play defense, get the ball out, create offense, do your best, whatever that looks like for you. Steal boost if you can, and get out. It's very, very simple. There's no cuts. You could fake if you want, but like I'm not adding fakes in there. It's very play defense, save the ball, get the ball out, create offense, leave. It's not play defense, get the ball out, go to create offense, and then go to turn, and then fake there, or steal boost and go to turn. It's very, very simple and straightforward, and you'll still turn on the ball and make cheeky decisions. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna try to talk through this, hopefully find a good example for the rest of this. But it's not like we'll cover stuff like this in the future, but it's not like fake and hold pressure and cut off at the midfield. Like, I want to keep it very, very simple, like a very straightforward decision-making process, because I see us overcomplicating the play. We're going to remove it and then build it back in once we have a more established game pace. We're like, if you're a house, we're like redoing the house's foundation. So like we cut off, that's good. You'll still make plays like that. Don't get me wrong. You'll still make plays like this. We're going to create our offense. And we're out, and you're out. And it's steal boost. And then go again if you can. And it's out. And see how we turn? Say you turned on that. I know you want to score. Okay, I get that. Everyone wants to score. But it's like you want to trust the decision-making tree. Steal your boost, get out. Because like that's the overcomplication. And that's fine. And please, I know I keep saying trust me and don't get me wrong, but like Rocket League's a situational game, so you won't follow this perfectly. But I want to continue to talk through this. You create your offense, and it's leave. It's leave. It's leave. It's leave. It's leave. Right? Like, you see the overcomplication right there? We'll get back into that. All right? Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. We could talk about close shadow to buy time for a teammate and ball side rotations and fake challenges and this and that. But it's create your offense, leave. Because we just want to remove this for now. Because like all this overcomplication that just happened, what I see it rooted in this. You thinking too much here. And then that cascades in all of this awkwardness and hesitation and that, and now this, and now this, and you should be able to deal with this stuff. But I'm going to continue to talk through this. Okay, we played our defense. We got the ball out. We tried our best. See how we stopped? See how you stopped, right? Like, we're going to play defense. We're going to get the ball out. That was our play. That was it. You're done. You're done. It's get your boost and do it over again and let your teammate play. And as you build this up, we could talk about boost control. We could talk about demoing that player. But we want to see how like you got your boost and got out. Like that was the decision. We're going to do that better by not stopping, right? Where you do the same thing, you do your best. We just don't stop here. You just keep it going and get back. Same thing. We are going to support. Very good. Very good. All right. We're going to get our boost. Good. We're going to create our offense. Now it's leave. Let's see what we do. Now it's leave. It's get your boost, leave. Like, remember, I described it as do your best. Like, do your best. Like, that was your best shot. That was your best play on the ball. Or maybe for another play, your best mechanic. Now it's done. And you see how it's very slight, but this is what I want to fix. This is not terrible, but look at the slight notion. You thought about it. See how you stopped? You stopped your momentum for a quick sec. I know that's very minor, but that's what I want to fix. It's like, okay, we get our boost, we take our shot, that's it. It's immediately steal that boost or demo this player and then go again. Like, this was your best play on the ball. You did your best, steal your boost, and then make another best play on the ball. But what's happening, and this is very, very minor, but what's happening on a bigger picture level, you're just overthinking these like steps in between, and then it's preventing you from getting a good opportunity, and that's why we're hesitating. All right, we're going to get out. That's going to happen. You could fake that. Like, you're still going to fake. All this is fine. We're going to play defense. We're going to play. There it is. So there's our boom. We're going to create offense. We can't really create offense, right? And we leave. And we get our boost. We try to. So, like, I'm going to use that as a good example, okay? Like, we flopped around, but, like, this is stuff that will clean up over time. But this is a good example. You played your defense, right? Whatever your save looks like. You played your transition, whether it's up, sidewall, air dribble. You went for the boom. We go to create offense. There's nothing here. You left the play. You go to get boost. And then you go to do it again. Very clean, simple decision-making workflow. And, like, we need to make that good, as in we're not, like, we're able to get a demo, get a boost control. We need to make that good before we work in mechanics and fakes. And you could still fake. I know I keep saying that. We're going to save the ball, do our best. We did our best. We're in a transition. We did our best. But you see how you stopped? I don't want to nitpick this too hard, but it's this, do your best. Either send it or cycle. We want to avoid the starting and stopping, which this one's like not the best example because I would be talking about like stuff that would kind of not correlate to the decision-making workflow, but to keep on theme, just get out. Like, the easiest way to think about this, do your best. But then if you did your best and it didn't happen how you wanted it to happen, just rotate and do your best again. Rocket League is like a game of opportunities. It's not like making the one opportunity super, super good. It's have like 50 so-so opportunities that picks away at the opponent's defense, eventually leads to easy goals. The lower the rank, the more opportunities. All right, we're going to transition. All right, that was our best, right? And you're probably like, no, that wasn't my best. That was terrible. But that was our best. Now leave. Good, right? Simple. You didn't overthink it. That was good. As in, you did your best, and you didn't try to panic jump and go up for it. And over time, there's like creative ways to deal with plays like that and keep momentum forward, which is like what we talked about in the previous review before this, and demo and steal boost. But all right, here's our transition. We're going to do our best. And there it is. That's our best. And if we didn't score it, we're out. But solid. Kind of the theme of this, dude, is if you cannot tell, we just need to clean up gameplay. The problems we're trying to fix is the starting and stopping of momentum and the hesitation. If you have defense, transition, and offense, point A, B, and C, we're just like linking point A, B, and C and making it super clean, and then we'll work in the fancy stuff. I hope that helped. And we'll leave it there.